Hey, how's it going, guys? TwoTenEast here, back with another review. I just recently watched this K-drama called Mad for Each Other, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's criminally underrated and deserving of a proper review, so that's what I'm here to do in this video. So real quick, you can find this drama on Netflix. It's got 13 episodes. Each episode is on average, I'd say about 35 minutes. So basically it's perfect for a quick binge. It's a rom-com slash drama and tells the story of Min Kyung and Hui Oh and the growth of their relationship. The basic setup is two strangers can't seem to stop running into each other, which seems crazy until they realize they are actually next door neighbors and even share the same therapist. They are both in the process of dealing with their own personal issues and traumas. Hui Oh is trying to better manage his anger, and Min Kyung is dealing with PTSD and trust issues. At first, they can't stand each other, but as the show goes on, things begin to change. It's the classic hate to love romance formula, and I don't know about you guys, but I for one am a huge sucker for those. It just makes the romance feel so much more earned because it creates a longer journey than a love at first sight starting point. It's so much more rewarding seeing two characters go from hating each other's guts to truly caring for each other. The two lead actors have absolutely immaculate chemistry and both give incredible performances. There's plenty of comedy mixed in that'll keep you laughing and feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Each character's past and the origins of their individual issues are explored well, and this adds to their appeal, and by extension, to their relationship. The individual character development is also the foundation for the two side plots that run parallel to the main romance plot, and they serve their purpose well and add intrigue. Oh, also the supporting cast. I gotta say, for such a short drama with limited screen time available, this drama has a deep bench. There are so many other great characters besides the main ones that I legitimately grew to love and root for. They even got the Something in the Rain One Spring Night mom lady actress in this drama, which is a super clutch pickup. Those of you who have seen those two dramas know she's a legend. Anyways, all of these side characters do their part in keeping the show interesting and dynamic, providing comic relief as well as adding to the story and playing well off of the two leads. All right, what else? Oh yeah, the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. It definitely has some bangers that I had to pause Netflix for and look up on YouTube real quick, and they hit so hard at just the right moments during the show. It's fucking perfection, I swear. Okay, so I already went over the hate to love romantic formula used in this drama, but let's talk a bit more about how the show constructs the relationship between the two leads, because I really like the message it sends about relationships through these main characters. There are so many relatable feelings and circumstances that are shown in this story: loneliness, feeling misunderstood, feeling like no one is on your side, and knowing the value of finding someone that genuinely is. And this is where I saw that extra bit of substance that separates Mad for Each Other from more surface level rom-coms. Yes, it is lighthearted. Yes, it is hilarious and feel good and wholesome, but there are also genuinely sad and even upsetting moments as well. Both of these characters struggle with serious issues, and I think the show does a good job at balancing some of its more serious topics with its comedic, lighthearted side. For me, the best message this story sends to its audience is that the relationships that are truly worth pursuing in life, worth sticking around for and fighting for, are ones that allow for two people to grow individually and together at the same time. The drama really does a good job at showing how these two characters learn this through the development of their relationship. It's not about saving someone else or using them as a crutch. Love and romance doesn't solve all of your problems, but what a great romance or any relationship can do is give you at least one more person who is truly on your side, who will understand you, trust you, and be patient with you. And just having that can make a huge difference in someone's life and their mental well-being. And I just think for such a seemingly simplistic drama, Mad for Each Other definitely manages to get a really valuable and important point across. So let me stop there before I ramble on forever. So now I'll take a moment to address all of you out there who haven't seen this drama and are trying to figure out whether you want to watch it or not. So without further ado, here are a couple things you should know before you watch. First off, a fair warning, or a trigger warning, I think is what you call it. Anyways, quick heads up, there will be references to and a pretty graphic description of domestic abuse in this drama. Yes, it is for the most part a lighthearted, feel-good rom-com, but like I said, there's also a fair dose of serious drama mixed in, which is for the most part a good thing, but for those of you who are super sensitive to this particular subject matter, definitely keep this in mind going in. Okay, the second thing you need to know is don't let Min Kyung, the character, turn you off after the first episode or two. This is super important and may not apply to all of you, but if you start watching this and find that you can't stand her, as long as you're liking the show overall, besides that, I would encourage you to stick it out because A, there is a good fucking reason she is the way she is, which you'll find out more about as the show progresses, and B, she evolves as the show goes on, trust me. And C, fuck you, like, you'll learn to love her. I found her annoying too, but trust me. Okay, the last thing you need to know is this show is too fucking short. If you're a K-drama veteran, you probably already know the standard K-drama format, which is 16 episodes, each episode about an hour long, and you're probably used to that, but I need to reiterate this. This drama is only 13 episodes, each episode only about 35 minutes. For some of you, that'll be a good thing because you can binge it really fast, but for me, I liked it so much that I went past the stage of wanting to binge and into the stage of I want to savor this because I just wish there was more. So yeah, just be aware of how short it is when you get started. All right, now that you're equipped with everything you need to know, I will once again repeat, I recommend this drama. Look, Mad for Each Other isn't gonna blow your mind in terms of its complexity. It's not super deep. Instead, it keeps it basic and does a really good job at executing what it sets out to do. It knows exactly what it is, a fun rom-com with a whole lot of heart, and just the right amount of seriousness to keep it all weighed down and prevent it from flying away on a cloud of comedy routines and goofiness. All that being said, I promise you, you've never seen a final kiss scene quite like the one in this drama. People who have seen this already know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who haven't, I swear you've never seen this in another drama or show or movie, and I'll just leave it at that and let you find out for yourself. Something I realized while watching this drama was it really reminded me of some of my favorite romance anime, where the tone can switch from comedic to serious on the drop of a dime, and this drama does so in good form. For my anime fans out there, this definitely gave me some Toradora Welcome to the NHK vibes, so if you enjoyed those, you'll most likely enjoy this as well. I honestly don't know why I never heard of this drama before. I found it on Netflix by chance, and I'm so glad I did. It's underrated as fuck, and I don't know what else to say. It's short, it's sweet, it'll put a big dumb grin on your face while you're watching it, and it's refreshing as a cool glass of lemonade on a hot summer day. All right, that's gonna do it for my spoiler-free review of Mad for Each Other. If you haven't seen this drama, I hope I've convinced you to try it out. And for those of you who have already seen it, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you thought about this drama. So I'll now be getting a little more in-depth with my thoughts on this show, and this part of the video will include spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, now's the time to stop watching. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Hope you enjoyed. And if you have already seen it or don't care about spoilers, stick around. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I know I started going on a little rant before, but now that we're in the appropriate space for it, I'll expand on how I think the drama did a good job developing these characters' bond and relationship. So I think a good place to start is episode 10, where the fortune teller lady, the shaman, lays out that great metaphor for Min Kyung and Hui-Oh. Hui-Oh is a tree and Min Kyung is the water, and each one needs the other. The tree will burn up in a fire without the water, and the water will wash away without the tree to hold it in place. I think it describes each of these characters' own issues and the development of their relationship really well. Min Kyung was physically assaulted and beaten by her ex, which not only left physical scars and wounds on her body, which, by the way, oh my god, that scene made me so mad. I felt so bad for her, what the fuck, but it also left psychological and emotional wounds as well. As a result, she she is unable to trust anyone again and lives a frantic, paranoid life. She is always trying to run away from her problems, like water washing away, which, although understandable after what she's been through, also is never going to allow her to fully heal. On the other hand, Hui-Oh has the original Yang operation incident, which resulted in one of his friends getting severely injured and almost dying, and Hui-Oh losing his job. All of this has left him feeling guilty and angry at himself, but this anger also gets unleashed at everyone else around him and has caused him to live in a constant state of frustration, a cycle of crash and burn. Because of these circumstances, both of these characters end up feeling deeply lonely, and this is why I feel like them finding each other and growing close is so well done. The emphasized nature of their relationship being that they are allies and on each other's side was a big part of this. They both help each other become stronger, and I was really glad to see this because it could have gone down another road. While I was watching this, I got a little worried the story was gonna go down that I will protect you road, with Hui-Oh protecting Min Kyung, but instead the writing makes a point to make a sharp turn away from this. Instead, Hui-Oh helps Min Kyung not by protecting her, but supporting her, believing in her, and helping her believe in herself. The scene where Hui-Oh speaks with Min Kyung's mom comes to mind here when he teaches her breathing techniques and also the self-defense classes. On the other side, Hui-Oh learns to manage and better express his anger. Again, it's not that Min Kyung helps him never to be angry again. Being in love with her doesn't mean he's always happy. Instead, she becomes the reason he's able to channel his anger more appropriately and express it in better ways. Having someone to care for allows him to go from being angry at her and everyone else to being angry for her. This brings to mind another really cool irony within these characters' flaws and the development of their relationship. They both start off as a focal point of the other's issues. Min Kyung is incredibly annoying and pisses Hui-Oh off, triggering his anger issues, while Min Kyung sees Hui-Oh as a stalker who is following her and is angry all the time and might lash out, triggering her PTSD and trust issues. And then fast forward to the end, and like we just went over, Hui-Oh goes from being angry at Min Kyung to being angry for her, mad for her, if you will. The title of the show, Mad for Her. Okay. While Min Kyung goes from seeing Hui-Oh as a trigger for her PTSD to seeing him as an ally who supports her while she heals and learns to trust and believe in herself again. If that isn't good character and romantic development, I don't know what is. Anyways, I don't want to go on forever here, but I just thought that this was such a great bit of writing and a good message for how healthy relationships can be, and also that they are achieved by teamwork and just working at it. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight or at first sight. Okay, what else can I talk about? Oh yeah. Hey guys, did you notice Hui-Oh, his name, take the O part and put it in Hui, and you get Howie, so like he's the dog, he's a dog. I'll give you a minute there to pick up the pieces off the floor since your minds just got blown. But seriously, I did like the metaphor of Hui-Oh being the stray dog that Min Kyung takes in. There are numerous references made throughout the show, especially during the therapy sessions. Those are probably the most obvious. But also there's the whistle that Min Kyung uses to call Hui-Oh to her, which besides being unbearably cute, also brings to mind a dog whistle, which if you think about, only dogs can hear. Hui-Oh's nickname while being a detective was also literally Mad Dog. Remember early on how Min Kyung keeps buying Hui-Oh food and leaving it for him, just like you would do if you were trying to bring a stray dog to you or get it to trust you and come to your house or whatever. So yeah, that was a pretty cool metaphor, and it was obvious, but it was nice. All right, I guess that's all I got. I'm gonna keep this short, not like a huge, long, deep dive video. Let me see. I got a couple other random things for my notes, so let's just burn these off real quick. Okay, first, a little Easter egg thing, kind of. I thought it was super fucking cool that we saw Min Kyung watching the movie Man from Nowhere in episode 5. For those of you who don't know that movie, definitely go check it out. Classic Korean crime thriller that will also punch you in the gut emotionally. Young up-and-coming Kim Se-ran in that as well, one of my favorite Korean actresses. Anyway, Anyways, yeah, that was just a super cool reference in my opinion. Also, I love the lady on the street that comes up and is like, "Hello, I am not a stranger. You look like a whatever." She was hilarious, and I love how she makes an appearance at the beginning and again at the end. Okay, the part-time job turned singer girl and the Samantha guy side plot, that was great. I really liked both of those characters. I did kind of feel like the writers didn't know what to do with them after a while, but I like how they wrapped up their endings. I think it's just trying to show how two other people can also meet in a similar way and understand each other and be there for each other. So it still fits within some of the main themes of the story. Also, I was actually surprisingly impressed with the car chase scene. For a little short rom-com, it was actually pretty decent, so bravo there. Pretty good stunt work. Okay, another thing I noticed is, do you remember how in the beginning of the review I told you the same actress that plays the mom in Something in the Rain and One Spring Night also plays Min Kyung's mom in this show? Well, if you've seen One Spring Night, did you notice how, just like in that drama, the two moms that don't know their children are romantically involved meet by chance and then later find out and have that moment of realization? I can't help but wonder if this was a kind of tribute to that, or at least a reference to it. There was even a very similar bus stop scene in episode 10, just like in One Spring Night. What do you guys think? I don't know. All right, lastly, I just want to shout out the Women's Association. They were absolutely phenomenal. Their facial expressions alone were legendary, but they also just had great comedic timing and chemistry, and they were honestly some of my favorite characters in the whole story. All right, that's gonna do it for me, guys. You know, just a little light analysis there, nothing crazy. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm TwoTenEast, blah, blah, blah. Have a great day. Love you guys. Peace.